my instrument.
Where did Torcon go?
When I was choosing my instrument, I picked the mandolin, but it'd be cool to find like a fiddle or something. Bluegrass, you know.
Oh, okay. Zeb, your turn.
Alrighty. You think the player to your right is hiding something because when you swapped guard duty with them last night in the woods, they were away from camping, fiddling with something they quickly put into a bag and denied doing anything. What do you suspect of them?
So the player to your right would be Torcon.
Yes.
Got a problem with me?
So you guys were camping in the woods, and normally there's guard duty, right? And when you were swapping, turns with Torcon, you walked out into the woods and found him fiddling with something, and then quickly he put it away in his bag. What do you suspect him of?
Huh?
I don't suspect anything bad. I think he's just hiding like an embarrassing secret. So
Yeah, it's my
I'm
business.
not going to think anything of it.
Okay. So you're a very trustworthy person. I see.
For now.
You shouldn't.
For now. Keep track of which one you already read. Your turn.
Yesterday, the person to your left saved you from an incoming attack you felt you could have dodged or blocked just fine on your own. How did that make you feel?
Yeah, that would be Fizzlepop Princess.
Fizzlepop. Okay, so when Fizzlepop Princess saved me, it made me feel a little upset because I could have done fine by myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tristan, read your next one.
Okay.
His name is Fizzlepop Princess.
Fizzlepop Princess. Can you do the voice?
I feel like my voice is already Fizzlepop.
Okay, you're right.
It's pretty freaking feminine.
Mm.
What is your character's most recent or frequent nightmare? Falling off my Pegasus
From like really high up.
from really high up.
Okay.
Just like on the ground, just falling off.
That's
like,
a
feet.
that's a fear that makes sense though.
Wait, can Fizzlepop Princess fly?
A Pegasus.
Not on our own.
I thought she was like a
Yeah.
fairy.
No,
I'm a
Fizzlepop is
gnome.
just they're a gnome.
Oh.
They do have
it
like
just sounds like a fairy name, I guess. I
Yeah.
was thinking like Little Wings.
yeah, they do
Okay.
have like fey connections in a sort of. They're just kind of in tune with nature, hence being able to talk to animals and stuff. Go ahead and hit yours up, Torcon 3.
Your character, while on guard duty, heard the player to your right sleep talking say you were beautiful.
I was hoping you got this one.
How did that make you feel? Did you tell them?
First of all, you forgot to put a question mark.
Oh,
You put a
okay.
period.
Shut up.
But I didn't.
Who's the player to your right though?
It's Fizzlepop Princess.
So Fizzlepop Princess in their sleep said that you were beautiful.
I didn't tell them just because, as a turtle monk, I mean,
You're looking through your character sheet.
I'm a monk, and we just don't. I have disavowed everything.
Everything. You're a
Except
really.
for violence.
You're a monk of war.
I don't like materialistic things. I don't have any personal relationships with anyone.
Except for violent ones.
Unless it, I'll work with people, but it's for my own gain.
Okay. Zeb.
When you were a child, what did you want to be? How does this conflict or maybe match up with what you are now? Well, seeing as how my village was destroyed and I was isolated in an
so
acidic
sorry.
forest for a majority of my life, I'm not sure what I wanted to be, but I know that now I'm traveling with this group of people and it's pretty okay.
Yeah.
So it is now your turn once again, and then we're going to move on to the questions for everyone.
Okay. A week ago, you and the player across from you told each other a secret. What was yours? Okay, my secret.
It's not a secret if you tell.
It's fine. You guys were at the door listening.
Okay.
Name a real secret that you have in real life.
I have literally no secrets.
Or don't. Nobody will know. It's a secret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My secret is that. Oh my god.
It's okay. You're supposed to make things up.
My secret is that sometimes I eat avocados with the skin on.
Is that real?
No.
I feel like you do.
I really like to believe that Fizzlepop Princess told them a very serious secret about like something like both my parents died in the war.
And it's like, I eat avocados.
I eat avocados with the skin on.
Yeah, I like my avocados with the shell.
Okay.
That's how I eat Snickers.
So these weren't actually written to be answered by everyone. But I'm going to twist them around until they are. A person came up to you and asked the party what they would be doing if they weren't adventuring. What did you say? So let's start with you.
I would probably be.
Come back, Torcon.
I'm coming back.
I would probably be working a boring job and living with my parents.
You are a member of the guild, so.
Okay, I wouldn't be working a boring job.
No,
then.
don't trust me. It is a very boring job.
Okay,
You
then
just
I
gotta
would.
sit there and give people quests.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'd have a boring job, and I wouldn't have friends. I'm not gonna say that I live with my parents, but I just wouldn't have very many friends.
Okay. Torcon, what would you do if you weren't adventuring?
Well,
Okay, just a little. I feel like I should preface this with a little bit of backstory. I was a monk. My name was Hong Wu. Yeah, and then I started.
Are you just reading your whole backstory
No,
right
no,
now?
no. I got banished from the monkhood, and so for a while I was just kind of sailing around on my boat. I'd probably still just be, in the sea, fishing. Am I a sea turtle?
If you
Could I-
want to be. Then
Yeah, swimming around, being old.
Okay. Your character's not necessarily old, are
I
they?
don't know. Sea turtles live a long time.
Okay. Well, I think their maximum lifespan in this game, like turtles, which is what you are, it's like 50 years. So I don't know how that matches up, but you might want to keep your age a secret.
Okay.
Zeb, what would your character be doing if they weren't adventuring?
I probably would have stayed in my acidic swamp and not bothered anybody.
Okay. That's a fair thing. What would your character be doing if they weren't adventuring? Julia?
I would be stealing things from people.
Oh, you're a little
Is
thief.
that also something you do in real life? She nodded.
We're going to skip this one.
Why? What if it's good?
Another person asked you if you've ever been in love. How did you respond to this strange question
Yeah.
from out of the blue?
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
We're skipping that one. I don't know why I wrote that. I wrote it at like 3 a.m.
You wrote some strange things.
Mm-hmm. Somebody asked you where you want to visit most in the world and where you feel right at home. What did you say? 2 different answers if you want. Julia, you want to go first? Where do you want to visit most in the world?
Is this like real world?
No, not real world.
This is
But basically any landscape you can think of is
Okay.
real, including an acidic swamp that's like thousands of miles long.
Cool.
I would.
isolated by yourself.
I would want to visit the swamp. Zeb always talks, or
Billy.
the swamp Billy always talks about. It sounds nice.
I just had
It sounds
I just
lovely.
had really intense deja vu.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Billy Montgomery, where does your character want to visit most in the world? Let's just leave it at that.
I feel like I would like to travel to just some place that was.
Nice dice stack, Kristen, by the way.
That's a
Thank
good
you.
one. Okay.
I wish this was a visual thing because you just made a really nice dice stack. Maybe we can put the image on screen. Send that to me.
Okay.
Episode 2 can have cameras.
Okay.
I'm not sure where I would like to travel. I mean, I didn't really go anywhere in the however many years of my existence.
You
So
don't know much about the world.
yeah, I just kind of was there. I found some cool gators. Those are pretty cool. So that's all I really know. gators and swamp.
Mm-hmm. I love your character. Torque Kong 3.
Greenland.
The worst thing is that I actually played a D&D game once where I accidentally named a village Greenwood.
Greenwood.
Yeah, and everyone was like, whoa, like the place in Indiana? I was like, oh, no, I completely forgot that place exists.
Yeah, I'm trying to go to Beto.
Yeah. So the Greenwood was basically, it was called Greenwood because it would always flood, and then when it stopped, flooding, all the wood was green.
Coolio.
Tristan, did we skip Torque Kong?
Greenland.
Oh, I thought you said Greenwood.
No, Greenland.
Ah, okay.
Before Donald buys it.
Greenland's covered in ice. Your turtle wants to go to
Wait,
Iceland.
does Donald want to buy Iceland or Greenland?
Greenland.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Tristan?
I want to go to a tropical ocean and lay on the beach and tan my gnome skin. Even more than I already am tan, because I'm a tan girl.
Alrighty then.
Hmm?
Said alrighty then.
While you guys were traveling with a carriage, you heard the driver humming your favorite song. Did you join in?
I did.
Duh. Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
This is yes. Duh.
Yes. Torque Kong 3, did you join in? Stop showing Zeb memes.
Is
Is that Ryan? We should put that picture in the video too.
Yeah, I joined in. I like music.
Okay.
Might as well. Everybody else did.
Okay. You kind of picked up on the lyrics as you went.
Yeah, I didn't really know the song. Everybody else did. I was just like, that sounds cool.
And now that we've established a party history, you guys, like I said, have been traveling for a while together. You kind of ran out of quests to do in the last town you were in. And as you move on, you move to the next town. And on the front, welcome sign, it says, hello, welcome. Nope. It says, hello, welcome to Capulet. And as you walk into town, you guys sort of notice that walking through the center of the street, all clustered together in your party, that guards start to turn their heads a little bit and give you grimaces and strange looks.
They don't like turtles.
As you guys continue into the town, eventually somebody wearing a feather in their helmet, looking to be a higher ranked guard, sort of taps Torque Kong on the shoulder and goes,
Dude, I'm gonna kill him.
on sight.
I already know.
I do not wish to alarm you, sir, if you would join me out of the street to move away from the commotion. And he reaches into his coat that he's wearing over the top of his armor. It's got a insignia of Capulet on it. You've seen the symbol before. He pulls you all to the side, and he says, would you care to explain this? And he unfurls a wanted poster.
You don't know.
With your face on it.
Me?
And included in the charges is murder, arson, grand larceny.
Larceny?
Yeah. It's like stealing stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Either that or like
Grand Theft Auto.
fudging numbers. It does say you stole a carriage.
Alright.
It says you also stole a boat.
None of this is wrong.
Is that what you say to him?
I'll be like, no, you misunderstand.
Do the voice.
You misunderstand. That's my brother, Torque Kong 2.
I want you to go ahead and make a deception check. And what this means, take your d20.
Gotcha.
On your list of skills, it should say deception somewhere. There should be a little bonus
Wait a
next
minute,
to it.
D20.
D20 has 20 sides. Do you not have a d20?
I don't know.
Yes,
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Deception's right there. You have a +0, so just roll.
Yeah.
8.
Yeah, you got an 8.
No.
An 8? Okay, I'm gonna roll to see if he believes you.
Oh no.
Ugh.
It's my brother, dude.
Not the bestest.
I'm telling you.
He kind of just...
You need the benefit of the doubt.
I see. Well, it just seems to unnerve me that I also have these. And out of his coat, he
More
pulls
wanted posters.
3 more papers. And he unfurls one, shoving the Torque Kong one into his back pocket. and says, I also have this one. And as you guys look, it says at the top, wanted. This is the only one with a name, Fizzlepop Princess. It has a perfectly drawn portrait of Fizzlepop Princess, except their nose is a little big. Included in the charges is theft of a horse. It says that you also murdered a person, grand larceny, arson, all those bad things. I think you all know where this is going as he furls that one back up, puts it in his pocket as well. I think I'm going to have to take you with me, and I'll have you explain yourself to the court.
Can I kill him?
No, wait. Maybe we should go to court.
Should we go to court? This sounds like a really...
Is he taking all 4 of us to court?
Yeah.
He's taking all 4 of them.
It's one guy.
Yeah, but there's like other guards. Well, yeah, but he took us away from the streets. No one would know if we just killed him.
Exactly. If I just like killed him.
You guys are just kind of like on the street, kind of like halfway out.
We allowed to kill people on
if I just like spit acid in his face and then like drag him off.
How is that going to defend yourself against these very obviously false charges? How is that going to look?
They're not false.
How?
You haven't killed anybody that was good yet.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, well,
Plot twist. Okay. I
Plot
mean,
twist.
if all of the charges against me are false, then I don't really have a problem with going to court.
okay. So
I'm going to argue with him and say that those are false charges and that I've never done that in my life.
okay, do it.
Say it.
Say it.
Fake news, sir. That's false, and I have never committed any of those actions in my life.
We have several eyewitness accounts. We wouldn't put the wanted poster out unless we absolutely knew who did this.
Who said it?
Ooh.
Sir?
Who's the snitch?
I don't know particularly. You can take that up with the judge
Then how did
when
you
he
know?
summons them.
I've killed many people.
Shut up, Torkog.
The voices told me to.
This isn't helping.
Watch
Torkog,
it.
shut up.
Don't point your knife at me. You don't have a knife.
They all did it with me.
Torkog, shut up.
We're criminals.
Okay. He puts handcuffs on Torkong. Torkong, do you willingly go with this, or are you trying to resist him?
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay. Oh, you're going without resistance?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a plan.
This is why
I told him I have a plan.
anybody else like to admit?
To crimes
No.
that I've committed?
Am I the only one getting arrested?
Everyone else is.
I mean,
but,
I'm
like,
going. I'm just... I know I didn't do anything.
He put you in handcuffs because you're a danger. I don't know who that... The door should be locked to the library.
Yeah.
Who made that noise?
I'm
Oh no.
freaking out.
Definitely.
Guys,
It is kind
Alright.
of spooky. All the lights are
Ghost check.
Wait, all the lights turned off.
Turn this
It's
light.
probably... What's his
Turn
name?
this light off.
What
Alvin?
happened?
is it Alvin?
Might be.
How did you get in?
Check
He's
the
a lizard.
door.
Hello?
Watch him like. Oh my.
So I'm really debating.
We
just,
all like
I
transform into our characters.
Ew, I'm like 72
'Cause think
years
about it.
old. I'm
I could,
so
like-
ugly.
I'm 22.
Dude,
Oh.
Cicada check.
there's a cicada in here.
Do we need to get
I'm just a
it?
big lizard guy.
Alright, welcome back. Where we left off, you guys were getting escorted to court to try and defend yourself against what are seemingly false charges. But as for Tortcom, he has already pleaded guilty before even showing up to the court.
Can I?
Hey, I never said the ones I killed were the ones I'm being charged with.
Hey, you stop before you're imprisoned.
Oh,
So yeah, all
they're
you
not
guys are
gonna
just
take
kind of
me
like
away.
walking calmly, and Tortkong has a spear to his back and handcuffs on, so there's that.
And these things are a little tight.
So you guys get to the court.
Yeah.
You're told to wait for a little bit. The guard is sitting next to you, just kind of like for half an hour.
Me?
Yeah, just
Oh,
kind
all
of
of us.
in the waiting room for the court.
Am I handcuffed? Or am I just standing?
No,
here?
you're just chilling.
Alright, that's nice to know.
You went along fine.
Why is the United States justice system not this fast?
Because there's like 3 people in this town.
Okay.
Wait, if there's only 3
Who'd we
people
kill?
in this tower,
We killed the
that
rest
means
of them.
one of them is the snitch, and the other 2 are the guards.
No, I'm the
Ah.
snitch.
Anywho.
I'm chaotic evil.
As you guys are brought in, you notice that there are already 3 people in this courtroom that are like on the defendant's booth. You see a large, like 6'5" muscular high elf. Unclear on their gender because high elves are normally very androgynous. And then you see a large ashy gray man, and by man I mean tiefling, which is like you know what those are, half demon people. He has large black horn coming out of his face and prominent mutton chops. On the other side, there's like a guy with glasses and a bow tie, looking very prim and proper. He has a receding hairline that's like white hair. And next to him is a simple-looking farmer woman and a dwarf with a sizable red beard and a bald, shiny head. And at the head of the room is a guy wearing what is obviously a judge's outfit. And his eyes look as if they're like almost permanently squinted shut. And he has a large white mustache that comes to curls on either side. He looks like he could probably pass as a half-dwarf because he's just he's tall, but he's rather stout and has a sizable mustache. You are brought up, and, I forgot to say that, the third person that's also a defendant is, a scrawny little, halfling. He may not be strong, but he looks rather quick. And he has a very small beard with a spindly, long mustache. He is also wearing handcuffs. Nobody else is. And they sit you down next to them, and the halfling leans over and says, "Listen, we know it's not us. Just go with what I say, okay?"
Are
Okay.
you sure?
Yes.
It's quiet.
You hear the gavel. And the judge proceeds to ask the accusers what they saw. And as the ashy gray tiefling man looks on shamefully, the farmer woman describes seeing him come out of a bar in a drunken stupor, flailing all about, barely keeping his head above his shoulders, and he proceeded to hit a person. He punched a building, putting a hole in it. He peed on the sidewalk, and then proceeded to run out of town.
Sounds like a regular Friday night, dude.
Yes. The farmer woman also describes how the small halfling reached into their pockets while they were watching the commotion with everyone else and tried to take their wallet and make away with it. As they sit down, the dwarven man stands up, and he describes seeing the large female elf come into their bar and immediately on sight punch an old man just in the face as hard as they could. He fell down. He's put into a coma. He recently came out. It was 2 days long. And he's now fine, nursed back to health. But you can tell that all of these people are like, the whole time that these are being described, despite probably knowing that they didn't do it, they are ashamed. They look like they're on the verge of tears almost. Even the large, barbaric looking tiefling is almost like moved by this, like I didn't do it. And it moves on to the from the accusers to the defendant, and there's the I don't know when they do the
You
gavel
should
thing.
use this as the gavel.
Okay, give me that. This is the gavel now.
Gosh.
That doesn't sound very
I was
good.
thinking more like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, that's pretty good. What are we doing? Jury work? What is it called?
jury duty.
No.
Jury duty.
Duty.
No. No, it's not jury. It's like, never mind. It's when you make sound effects for something.
Oh, yeah,
Personification.
I don't know.
I'm so confused on what I did.
Yeah, well, what's this have to do with us?
Arson,
But like,
thief-
they're not even
thieving,
talking about us.
stuff like that. Yeah, they are.
They were talking about you guys, and they never said
Oh.
anything about this.
I hit an old man.
No.
No, she hit her old man. You were drunk, stumbling out of a bar.
No. It was not you guys.
Oh.
I'm
The
so lost.
the woman described seeing the tiefling that's with you, the
Oh.
halfling that's with you,
Those
and the
other
dwarf
people.
described seeing the high elf that's with you.
This
Okay,
makes
gang,
sense.
gang, yeah.
Okay.
The judge says, obviously we'll have to summon the rest of the accusers later because they're not here today. Stuff like that. And he moves on to the defendant's side. Do you guys? He first asked if you wish to represent yourself or if you would like a lawyer. To
I need
each
a
of you.
lawyer.
Okay.
I'll represent myself.
Actually, no. I kind of want to represent myself.
Okay.
I don't know what a lawyer is, so I guess I'll
You
represent
don't know
myself.
what a lawyer is?
He was raised in
your
a
character.
swamp.
I thought you meant just in real life.
I will also represent myself.
Okay. Would the accused Tort Kong 3, is it Tort Kong 3 or the third?
3.
Alright, just for the record, Tort Kong 3.
I went to law school.
Okay. Would you please come up to the defendant's... Nope. Would you... Yes. The defendant's bench and state your case.
Yeah, let me walk up.
He's a pretty tiny guy.
Alright. I mean, normally they like.
So I'm not in like the I'm not in the
In character?
no, I'm not in the
You're not in the side seat thing?
no, what I'm asking is I'm not in the well.
Sam, you're being questioned.
Yeah, they're asking.
Oh, are they
me
gonna
what
ask
you
me
did.
anything, dude?
You need to
No,
present what happened
You're
first.
giving your version of the facts and then they're going to question you on it.
Hey, my name is Tort Kong 3. I am a peaceful monk. I would not hurt a fly. That is all.
Alright. Is that your whole statement?
Yeah.
Your Honor, I would like to object. It says here that you are a peaceful monk who would not hurt a fly, but multiple eyewitnesses, predominantly a white-haired gnome and a red-haired old woman, said that you punched 12 people, killed 2, set fire to a farm, and then proceeded to try and out-drink a dwarf. Afterwards, when you lost fair and square, you deliberately vomited on him.
You know, I'll tell you what. I'm really sick of people seeing turtles, thinking they're...
Not your turn.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Is it true
Oh.
that afterwards you stumbled out into the street, spitting curses at people in Infernal?
That's a lie. I don't even know what a curse is.
All right.
You think we know about that on the monastery? No.
Is it true that you come from a long line of known warrior monks?
Depends who you ask.
What?
Depends who you ask.
Depends who you ask.
Some would say that we are very peaceful and only fight in self-defense.
And other people would say,
I don't know what I don't know. You know,
Shake my head,
I'm not under oath, am I?
You most definitely
You
are.
are under oath.
Oh.
It's not like a religious oath, though. It's just like, be honest, please.
Okay, well, that's all I got for that one.
I shake my head in disappointment.
I don't know why we brought this guy up first. We don't have eyewitnesses here to testify against him, actually. And that's all the that's all the questions I have, Your Honor.
Thanks.
Next up, could is this correct? He turns to the person recording all this. Pop princess. Are they of actual royal blood? No. Okay. If Pop princess. He's very clearly trying to hold back a laugh. Could please come up to the table.
I'm at the table. Okay.
Fizzlepop Princess, you are being brought up on charges very similar to your compatriots.
Yeah.
It is said that you were actually seen alongside Tort Kong 3.
I object. Relevance.
It's highly relevant.
Okay,
Very
Your Honor.
That's all I gotta say, really. I don't know what else to say to that.
I have a, what's that called? I don't want to hear it.
What's that called?
Could you remove him from the court,
No, wait,
please?
no, I'm trying to think of the word. What's it called when you go to law school for a little bit, but like you don't get a law degree? It's like a.
You fail?
Yeah, you're a failure now.
I have
You
a.
can pull out.
A bachelor's?
No,
I'm not giving you a law degree.
It's not a degree. It's not. My dad has one. I'll
Pass
think
the
of it.
bar.
Keep going.
Okay.
Fine.
Is it true that you accompanied Tort Kong 3 in their drunken stupor and public humiliation of several people?
No, sir.
All right. I don't know how court works, dude. What evidence do you have to prove that you were not there on that day? What is your alibi?
Can you please state the day that this accusation was?
The record. And he pulls out papers given to him by somebody wearing large glasses. August 29th.
Well, August 29th.
That was like 2 weeks ago.
August 29th.
What are you doing?
I'm looking at her name.
Oh, Nikki Guinevere.
Nikki, Guinevere, and I were out shopping together all day because we were in between missions and in a cute little town up west.
Nikki, can you confirm this?
I sure can.
And do you have anybody who saw you shopping, perhaps a shop owner?
Nikki and a shop owner, yes. It was called Gnome 21.
If you want, instead of saying Gnome 21, I'll let you roll a history check to try and remember like a shop in this town.
Okay,
So roll
A
the die.
D20.
a D20.
Actually, do you want to like roll deception instead?
I would not.
Are you better at deception or history?
I would.
History. I have a -1 in deception.
Okay, roll history instead.
Okay,
So
D20.
take the D20 and then add the bonus next to history.
5,
Plus
4.
plus 4. Wow. So you remember? It's not that hard to remember a shop. There is a bar in town called the Broken Bull.
Okay.
That's all you remember. It is a bar, not a shop, but it's better than nothing.
After shopping, Nikki, Guinevere, and I went to get one drink, at Broken Bull. Nikki, Guinevere, and I did not stumble out of the bar with Tort Kong. In fact, I don't even remember Tort Kong coming out of the bar without us, which we didn't stumble and punch anyone because we were sober.
Yeah, I don't drink.
Well, the record here says that while in the bar, you ordered. Yes, that is right. 5 of the Broken Bull specials, which come in a large, I think, 8-ounce bottle, and you drank all of it on your own, and immediately afterward smashed the bottle on the counter and then proceeded to threaten several other patrons. Is this true?
No, sir.
Look, Your Honor, and you hear the halfling speak up for the first time. If I may object, am I allowed to object? And everyone's just like looking around like, is he allowed to object? We know who really did all this. If you want us to find the person who did this, and trust me, finding them will give you more than enough proof. Give us a month. If we're not back by then, you can hunt us down and arrest us. We'll totally go along with that. No court. Legally agree to be arrested after a month. Just give me a month. That's all I need.
I don't know about that.
And I will find the real perpetrators of this crime. And the judge sort of like quizzically is like, it's true, they haven't had time to gather evidence, and if they are defending themselves, we should give them some leeway. Yeah.
Earlier, the word I was trying to think of was paralegal. I have a paralegal.
Okay. The only reason you didn't graduate isn't because you had like bad grades or anything. It's just you like hit another student or something.
I got like the
He just
I
left
got
it right
the
on his
minimum education I can be to technically be in the field of law.
Anywho, after some consensus, the judge actually agrees to let you guys go together to find out who really did this. For the time being, they're going to take the wanted posters down. They're going to tell you to try and stay away from that bar and the people that you attacked. Yes?
Can I know what I did? Don't really know.
Your accusations include much of the same. Murder, 2 accounts. It says that you actually started a fire in the middle of town and began to jump around it, chanting in an unknown language.
You monster.
After which you tried to sacrifice somebody to the fire.
He just shrugs.
Let's go about just keep going. Let's just not talk about that.
Okay. And you guys are, with a strange look from that guard escorting you earlier, especially to Tort Kong, allowed to leave.
Thanks,
along with
G.
the halfling, the tiefling, and the high elf. And as you guys are leaving, the high elf speaks up for the first time and says, I absolutely know I did not do that. I don't even drink. I'm legally not allowed because of my religion. And the tiefling speaks up saying,
I
probably didn't. I'm not that kind of guy.
Don't tell anyone.
I usually just kind of pass out.
I did it. Don't
Oh.
tell anyone.
Okay. Okay. Now, this is the halfling talking. Okay,
Alright.
now. He huddles you up around the courtroom. Listen, guys. Please. Pretty please. Don't call me crazy. Okay, I'm begging you.
You're insane.
Okay.
God, so rude all the time.
Antagonistic Tort Kong. I think that you guys were replicated by a group of shapeshifters
Whoa.
that have been stealing people's faces to commit crimes and then flee town.
But I have my face.
Dude, I'm freaking out.
You have your face.
No,
I have
they
my
copy
face.
them.
So,
They copy the face.
oh, that makes sense.
Do they like take my DNA?
I don't think
What's
they...
DNA?
Here, 1 second, I'll tell you.
Here's what disconcerts me. Is I've seen one of them. We were locked in battle a few days
Gas.
ago with the tiefling.
Yes.
And he points at the tiefling, and he kind of like looks somber again. And at some point, when I was sneaking through the bushes, readying myself for an ambush, I was grabbed by him and dragged back, and suddenly thrown into this trap. I couldn't get out for the longest time, but I watched as he stood over me and began to slowly look like me. It was the most terrifying thing I'd ever seen.
I would have freaked out.
I almost did. But I knew in that moment the adrenaline kicking in my system, I had to get out of that hole and join the fight once again. He left and then proceeded to try and attack my friend. And I heard them scream, "What are you doing? Why are you betraying me?" It was like a nightmare. I really want to find who did this, and I want to get you guys your justice.
I'm down. I mean,
I agree. I'm also down.
By the way, Billy,
yeah, what's up?
DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid.
I don't know what that is. That was a lot of big words.
Okay.
So,
Are you have you been doing the voice?
no,
Do the voice.
I haven't been doing the voice because
Do the
my
voice.
throat is like dying.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
What's he sound like?
No, you don't have to do the
Like a
voice if you want.
redneck. That's what he
If you want
sounds
to do a
like.
Baltimore voice, like, I know, I'm Nicky.
You know,
He's supposed to have like a
Actually, do
thick
the
country
voice.
accent.
Yeah, I'm just sick right now. I have a little stomach bug, and I'm just not dealing with talking. I'm not
Sound
dealing with it.
idea, make
Okay.
it.
It's my character's excuse.
Now, I think we only have probably 2.5 leads. Sadly, both of them are against court order as of now. We're not meant to go to the Broken Bowl, and we're not meant to talk to the people that we allegedly assaulted. Just to clarify, you guys didn't actually, do any of that, right?
Nope.
Tort Kong smiles menacingly.
I don't think I did,
no,
but I
sir.
could have.
They said they saw us
But
on
I-
the same night,
Don't think I did.
August the 29th, an hour later.
No,
on the
it
same
was
street.
definitely the shapeshifters.
Okay,
Yeah.
definitely? 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I hope.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Is that your character's voice? Oh yeah!
It's like the Kool-Aid man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Julia, talk like that.
Look, we can try talking to them, or we can find another way. I only have one other idea, and that's going back to where we fought them, and I doubt they're still there.
Could just skip town.
We could, but I did agree to let them chase me down, and Capulet's quite large. Their jurisdiction reaches quite far. They'll probably find us pretty
I have
quickly.
a boat. I stole it.
We're a month's walking distance from.
It's in the pond. We won't get very far.
It's like 4 months actually. I just did the math in my head.
You guys can ride on my turtle back.
Aren't turtles slow?
Don't you have a Pegasus?
I do.
Fizzle Pop Princess.
No, not yet.
Oh, never mind.
Just gave them a
Yeah, I
like
guess
a
we're
look.
stuck here, y'all.
So
We could try and talk to them. I don't think it's a good idea.
What if we disguise ourselves?
I think I could work with that. I do have a disguise kit.
Yeah, I'll just take my hair down and I'll look completely different.
Dude, I don't know how I'm gonna. Can
I'm
I have like a
a
Ninja
giant
Turtle
Lizard.
Me too.
I have 2 big Ariana Grande-esque pigtails
Oh.
that are maroon.
I can take off my shell. I took it from my master when I killed him and escaped the monastery.
I just want to clarify that they did not actually describe your character as having a sleeping cat on their shoulders like you usually have on your shoulders in the court records.
Ooh.
They didn't.
Yeah, they said you
Okay.
didn't have you have. By the way, if you haven't noticed by now, the old lizard woman, silver lizard lady, has that's you, yes, has like a pink just sleeping cat on their back always. Like they're bent over a little bit because they're old, and there's just a sleeping little kitty on their back.
No.
So guys, it's up to you. Do you guys want to try walking into that place with some disguises on, or do you want to go back to that battlefield?
Let's go to the bar.
Can we split up?
I don't think it's a good idea.
No.
I've never cared about the law.
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, they don't want us to go to the bar. So what?
I say we do the disguises.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's all. It's like a Pokemon. Like that's all your character can say. Is just oh yeah.
All right.
Well, mine's easy. I already have my disguise prepped. And he starts to fumble through his bags. And sure enough, he does have a disguise kit. He pulls out a large wig that's like kind of like a high top, like fade. And he puts it on. And he doesn't put the wig on yet. He has this like heavy bodysuit that like doubles the width of his shoulders and makes him a lot like fatter. And he puts it on, and then he puts a pair of like bigger clothes on over top of it. And he kind of like fiddles with his beard and makes it a lot more poofy. He like puts a beard over his like half of his face and puts on this wig. It's not a high top fade. I don't know why I said that.
Bowl cut.
It's a bowl cut. Sure. So he now looks exactly like a dwarf with red bowl cut and a big beard.
I'm just gonna put on some glasses.
My name's Inigo Littlebeard, by the way. And then you see the tiefling. He's like, "Oh, my name's Turger." And the paladin, high elf, who was with them, just simply goes like, "Armac, who death forgot."
My name's
Oh.
Brad.
Interesting.
And your names are?
My eye keeps twitching.
My name is Fizzlepop Princess.
Do you really need to ask his name?
God, free Hongwu.
Billy Montgomery.
I'm Nikki.
I really love the voice. Don't feel don't feel bad because they're laughing. That's
I'm
just
laughing
how
because it's good.
Yeah.
It is good.
Everyone laughed at Sam's, and probably they're gonna laugh at.
Oh, they're
Zeb's,
definitely
so-
gonna laugh at mine.
Okay. What's the time on our recording, by the way? Because I think we're gonna wrap this up.
Why?
Because it's been like
52.
an
Do you want to keep going? Like,
hour. Okay, we have 8 more minutes.
I actually have to head out.
I'm definitely not, like panicking or anything because I didn't prepare past this.
Yeah.
Tor Kong 3's taking a nap. That's where his character's going.
I have to leave. My dad's here.
What should we call our group?
The gang.
yeah.
The gang.
Scooby Doo.
The swamp monsters.
The squat posters.
The swamp.
monsters.
The swamp
Where do
monster.
you get squat postures?
I don't know. I thought he was mixing squat with imposters.
All right, y'all. I'm about to head out.
The swamp monsters. That sounds nice.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Tortcon.
Well, swamp monsters, let's head on out, and that's where we're gonna end the session. Bye, Sam.
Bye, Sam.
Bye, Sammy.
Bye.
Next time on Don't Stop Recording.
I did it.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z,
I'm leaving.
we're gonna go see what's going on with these goddamn shapeshifters. I have like 100 dice that I never used. I don't think Nikki rolled it all. But next time, trust me, there's going to be a lot more of that. We're going to be doing a lot of investigation work. Might end up doing a fight or two. But this is the premise for the show. These guys have been impostered by shapeshifters, and they're trying to find them to prove themselves innocent of crimes they did not commit. And it's an epic quest, and we're going to do this again if you guys like it. Epic gamer moment. Everyone high fives.
Oh, I'm all the way over there.
That was bad.